2009 edition of the European Championships welcomed some of the toughest competitors in world wrestling to battle for podium places and vital world ranking points. Second only to the World Championships, the Europeans saw the current batch of Greco-Roman wrestlers looking to make their mark.
These championships are the second most important championships in the FILA calendar. And I think we've seen here at these championships, we have 170 wrestlers for the Greco, and we have 40 countries represented.
Greco-Roman wrestling is all about upper body strength and forbids attacks below the waist, encouraging powerful throws and the use of arm grips and headlocks. Beijing Olympic gold medalist Steeve Guenot knows what it takes to win, balancing an intensive training schedule with his day job.
In France, wrestling isn't professional, so I have to work. I work in security, and I have an agreement that allows me to be given time off for all the training, because we often go abroad and for competitions. So it's as if I was working a third of a full-time job. I work for approximately 70 days a year, so that allows me to train, to go on training courses and compete abroad.
By contrast, the dominant Russian delegation, who claimed 3 out of the 7 Greco-Roman gold medals on offer in Beijing, are professional sportsmen.
Well, generally in terms of training sessions, we do 3 a day. That's exercises from 7 till 9 in the morning, light gym work from 11 till 1, then an evening training session from about 5 till 6.
It's clear that the Russians have a pool of athletes that's 2 or 3 times bigger than all the other countries in the world. In just one republic they have 10,000 professional wrestlers, while in another 20,000 professional wrestlers. So they have a lot of choice, and for that reason they're the best in the world.
There are 7 weight categories in Greco-Roman wrestling, the lightest being the 55 kg. In this category, Finland's pocket rocket Jani Haapamaki was making a name for himself when he defeated Russia's Mankiev in the semi-finals.
Well, this is the most amazing feeling I've had in my career so far, and perhaps the possibility of gaining a medal this year, especially after the disappointment I had with the Beijing Olympics.
Meanwhile, in the 66 kg, France's Steeve Guenot was unable to follow up on his Olympic success and was knocked out by Georgian Manuchar-Skadaya in the second round.
Of course it's true that now I am the man to beat, because I'm the Olympic champion. Whenever I get on the mat, I'm the one being watched. Since the Games, I'm studied constantly by other wrestlers. Whenever anyone fights me, they really tear it up. They give it everything they've got.
Back in the 55s, a tense final saw victorious Jani Haapamaki defeat Poland's Mariusz Los to claim European gold.
For 4 years we have been working. No, actually many more. For 10 years we have been training. Now this is the prize for all that hard work.
Jani's victory was very important because we had aimed for the Olympics, but we didn't get into the Olympics. And now we're beginning a new season, and what better way to start than to win the European Championship.
In the 60 kg, Beijing gold medalist Islam-Beka Albiev triumphed over Poland's Edward Barsagin, making it 4 golds out of 7 for Russia.
Well, it was important to me. In fact, it was very important. Because before the last match, my father was taken ill. And actually, it's very rare for him to give me any advice. But going into that last match, he did give me some instructions. And well, he doesn't normally say very much, but he said, just make sure I don't get to hear about you losing. And that's how we left it. So it was very important for me to win the European Championships. Not just for myself, but to make my parents happy too.